Hey Yankees fans, welcome back. Today we're diving deep into a discussion that has been buzzing around for a while now. The potential trade that could shake up the Bronx in a big way. Let's talk about Steven Quan and why he has become such a hot topic when it comes to the Yankees' next moves. Quan is one of those players who changes the way you think about both offense and defense in baseball. When you look at his career, he is not just a reliable hitter. He is a consistent force at the top of the lineup. Someone who can set the table for the sluggers who follow. Over the last 3 seasons, he has established himself as one of the best leadoff hitters in the league, and it's not just because of the hits he accumulates. It's because of the pressure he puts on pitchers and defenses alike. The moment he steps into that leadoff spot, you know the strategy changes. He's going to get on base, he's going to steal bases, and he's going to create opportunities that make the rest of his team better. And right now, if we look at the Cleveland Guardians, they are in a peculiar position. They reached the championship series recently, yes, but the reality is their roster doesn't have the depth or firepower to push through for another title. They are not in the middle of a rebuild, but they aren't truly contending either. It's almost like they're in baseball purgatory, a team good enough to make noise, but not enough to go all the way. That makes Quan a prime candidate to move if a team like the Yankees decides to maximize their window of opportunity. Looking at Quan's achievements, it's easy to see why he would fit perfectly in New York. He recently won a Gold Glove, adding to an impressive streak that puts him in elite company alongside Kenny Lofton, who also had 4 consecutive Gold Gloves in the 90s. Quan's 4 straight Gold Gloves are actually the 3rd longest streak in MLB history for a player to start their career, which tells you everything you need to know about his defensive capabilities. But his talent is not limited to fielding. He knows how to get on base, he knows how to deliver in clutch moments, and he has the speed and intelligence to pressure defenses consistently. With the Yankees potentially losing Cody Bellinger and Trent Grisham in the near future, there will be a vacuum in the outfield both offensively and defensively. Finding a player who can both get on base and cover a lot of ground in the outfield is not easy, and Quan fits that role perfectly. His statistics from this season underline just how effective he is in those areas. 11 home runs, an on-base percentage over .330, 21 stolen bases, and a total of 170 hits. Quan is not a pure power hitter, but his ability to consistently reach base and advance into scoring positions makes him invaluable. He was only caught stealing 5 times out of 21 attempts, which shows how intelligent he is on the bases. You combine that with his defensive reliability, and you have a player who could anchor the Yankees lineup for years. The question, of course, is what this would mean for someone like Spencer Jones. Jones is one of the most exciting prospects in the Yankees system right now, a player who has shown a lot of versatility with both power and speed. At 24, he represents the future of the franchise, and he has the potential to be a multi-tool contributor alongside Aaron Judge and potentially Jason Dominguez. Trading him for a proven star like Quan, who is 28, is a gamble in terms of long-term development, but could pay off immediately if the goal is to compete at the highest level right now. Quan's experience in the postseason is also something that cannot be overlooked. He has played in high-pressure situations and delivered when it mattered most, which is something the Yankees will value as they try to maximize the prime years of their core stars. Comparing the two, Jones brings youthful upside, but Quan brings proven production and elite-level consistency. That balance between potential and certainty is exactly what the Yankees will have to weigh. If you look at Jones' stats, he hit 35 home runs, drove in 80 runs, and stole 29 bases last season. He can do it all, but the question is whether he will develop into a complete 5-tool player or whether his profile will settle more as a power-speed combination with potential limitations in contact hitting. The Yankees have seen what happens when they rely too heavily on strikeout-heavy sluggers without complementary contact hitters. Multiple World Series matchups, like those against the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers, have highlighted the importance of balance in a lineup. Teams that consistently put runners on base for their power hitters gain an advantage. That is why someone like Quan, who excels at getting on base and setting the table, could be the missing piece for New York as they build around Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and the rest of their key players. Ultimately, the decision will be a balancing act. Do you invest in proven performance with immediate impact, Or do you hold on to a young player with tremendous upside and potential longevity? Quan's skill set is undeniably attractive, especially when considering the gaps the Yankees may face in the next few seasons. His combination of speed, defense, and consistent on-base ability makes him arguably one of the most complete players available, and pairing him with the Yankees' current stars could create one of the most dynamic lineups in the league. On the other hand, the risk is clear. Giving up a prospect like Jones means betting on the present rather than the future. The Yankees' front office has historically been cautious with their prospects, but in this scenario, they might have to embrace a bolder approach. With the right mix of veteran skill and strategic lineup management, a trade for Quan could give New York the immediate edge it needs to make another serious championship run, especially as the team looks to sustain competitiveness over the next few seasons. Fans and analysts alike will be watching closely, debating the merits of such a move and the impact it could have on the team's chemistry, outfield defense, and leadoff production. The dynamics of this trade conversation highlight a critical crossroads for the Yankees. Capitalize on proven talent now, or nurture the next generation and hope for long-term success. Quan offers a rare combination of veteran experience, statistical production, and versatility that few players can match, making him a compelling addition if the Yankees are willing to make the commitment. Continuing the discussion, Yankees fans, let's break down the implications of bringing Steven Quan to New York and what it could mean for the current roster. The biggest conversation naturally revolves around how Quan would fit into the outfield alongside Aaron Judge and potentially Jason Dominguez. Quan's skill set provides a unique combination of speed, contact hitting, and elite defensive coverage that the Yankees will sorely need once Cody Bellinger and Trent Grisham are no longer part of the lineup. His presence at the top of the order would immediately relieve pressure on Judge, giving the Yankees a leadoff threat who can turn a simple base hit into a scoring opportunity through his stolen base capabilities and ability to read pitchers. While Spencer Jones has immense upside, Quan brings a level of certainty that cannot be understated. At 28 years old, Quan is entering his prime years, offering immediate impact and postseason experience, something that is invaluable for a team with championship aspirations. When you consider Jones' potential, there is no doubt that he could develop into an elite all-around contributor, but that growth is not guaranteed. Baseball is unpredictable, and relying solely on potential could delay the Yankees' chances of capitalizing on the current championship window. Strategically, adding Quan could also influence how the Yankees approach their lineup construction. With Quan at leadoff, they can create a more balanced offensive strategy where the speed and on-base ability at the top maximizes opportunities for the middle-of-the-order sluggers. It allows for more strategic base running, more pressure on opposing pitchers, and a higher chance of manufacturing runs without relying solely on power hitting. Defensively, Quan adds immediate value as well. His Gold Glove caliber fielding ensures that the Yankees' outfield remains elite, covering ground and preventing runs that might otherwise sneak through. This becomes especially critical in high-stakes games where every run matters and late-inning defensive reliability can be the difference between advancing in the postseason and falling short. Now, consider the trade-off. Spencer Jones has shown he can hit for power, drive in runs, and steal bases, but the question remains whether he can maintain consistency over a full major league season. Quan, on the other hand, has a proven track record in both minor and major league play, demonstrating the type of consistent production and defensive excellence that the Yankees need. It is also worth considering team dynamics and chemistry. Introducing a seasoned player like Quan can stabilize the lineup, offering leadership on and off the field. He has been through high-pressure games and knows how to perform in postseason scenarios, which can influence younger players to elevate their own performances. On the other side, moving Jones could be a tough call for the front office, as they have invested time and resources into his development. The decision ultimately comes down to weighing immediate championship potential against long-term growth. Trading for Quan would be a clear signal that the Yankees are prioritizing winning now, leveraging the experience and proven ability of a veteran who has shown he can perform in all facets of the game. It also opens the door for more strategic use of other roster pieces. With Quan in the leadoff role, the Yankees could afford to adjust the rest of their lineup to maximize offensive output without relying solely on power hitters in isolation. The synergy between Quan's speed and Judge's slugging could redefine how opposing teams approach pitching against the Yankees. Additionally, Quan's defensive presence allows the team to be more aggressive in other areas, knowing they have a reliable outfielder patrolling the grass, capable of cutting down extra base hits and making game-changing plays. Fans will be watching closely to see how the front office navigates this potential trade. Balancing the need to maintain a pipeline of young talent while acquiring proven veterans is a delicate act, but the payoff could be enormous if the Yankees manage it correctly. This is a moment where bold decisions could define the next championship run, leveraging both immediate talent and strategic foresight. The bottom line is this. Acquiring Quan would provide a complete package of on-base ability, speed, elite defense, and postseason experience, all of which directly aligns with the Yankees' current objectives. The trade conversation also sparks debate about the future trajectory of players like Spencer Jones, reminding fans that baseball is a game of calculated risks, timing, and opportunity. Ultimately, the Yankees have to decide whether to bet on potential or certainty, and Quan represents the kind of proven production that can turn a strong team into a true contender. The discussion isn't just about statistics. It's about strategy, leadership, and maximizing every chance to succeed at the highest level. With all these factors in play, the coming months are going to be fascinating for the Yankees and their fans as the front office considers moves that could reshape the team's lineup and competitive outlook. Every decision made now has ramifications not just for this season, but for the next several years of Yankees baseball as they aim to strike the right balance between proven talent and promising prospects, ensuring the team remains in contention while developing the next generation of stars. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves through both the baseball and fan communities, whispers are growing louder that Corbin Burnes, the ace pitcher known for his devastating cutter and ice-cold composure on the mound, is trading the desert heat for the bright lights of New York City. Rumors are swirling that Burnes is set to join the Yankees, a franchise with history, ambition, and a locker room eager for a fresh spark. Sources close to the matter have hinted that negotiations have been quietly progressing behind closed doors, with both sides showing a strong interest in making the deal happen before the trade deadline. For years, Burnes has dominated in the desert, often carrying his team deep into the postseason while racking up strikeouts and impressing scouts with his pinpoint control. But whispers suggest that he's ready for a new challenge, one that comes with national attention, higher stakes, and a city that never sleeps. The potential addition of Burnes to the Yankees' rotation could be transformative. Imagine a staff led by a pitcher who can silence stadiums with a single pitch, paired with New York's offensive firepower. The possibilities are tantalizing, and while nothing is official yet, insiders suggest the momentum is firmly in the Yankees' favor. Fans in pinstripes have already started dreaming of dominant outings at Yankee Stadium, with Burnes at the heart of it all. Meanwhile, the desert team is bracing for the possibility of life without their ace. There's talk of rebuilding around younger talent, but the loss of Burnes would leave a void that won't be easily filled. Speculation is also rife about what the Yankees are willing to give up, promising prospects, draft picks, or a combination of both, to secure the coveted pitcher. As the rumor mill churns, social media is ablaze with reactions, ranging from disbelief to excitement. Burnes to the Yankees? It would be a headline-grabbing move that could reshape the balance of power in the league. While the final details remain under wraps, one thing is certain. The baseball world is watching, waiting, and buzzing with anticipation. Whether it's just smoke or the beginning of a historic acquisition, the story of Corbin Burnes and the Yankees is a narrative that could dominate sports headlines for weeks to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.